Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
In the desert, Allegiant Stadium is one of the biggest. Las Vegas gets it going for the UNLV Rebels. 65,000 plus. It can even be expanded to hold 72,000 fans.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. To the air, it's Hughes. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Delayed handoff, it's Harris. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Find some fresh air. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Following that run, we have a is shaken up, and the Cowboys will snap it on first and 10. The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Looking to throw. Unleashes one. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Catch in the middle, it's Holman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Pulls it on the option. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be off-play action on first down. Starts to scramble to the left.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Hughes. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cowboys are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot. See those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be...
And he surges across the... To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Dumps it off in the flats. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Harris. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys. That one will give them the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and...
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Cowboys in the hurry up. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On target. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. And the Cowboys will try to pick it up on 4th down.
2-14 close.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete. Running inside, it's Harris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they'll knock him down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent. Tackles. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had. Oh, he's got some space.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense under...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Vegas. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And it's a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Under fire. And they got it. They got the sack. There is a man down on the play. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Harris. Gets away from one, finds room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Got it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. A quick pass to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their...
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Gonna let it fly, and it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best at that time.
Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Escapes the pressure to his right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes a deep grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback adapted. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good right down the boulevard. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Jet sweep to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Offense at an empty set. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. On the delay, it's Harris. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Curry. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Harris. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team.
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Holman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload.
He tries to take the top off. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Boys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Wyoming! Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Rolling right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for space, it's Harris. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they... And he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try to do it himself. He slides down. He has enough for the first down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Rides to back and leaves it. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Mustangs with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside the Sun Bowl. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. They're going back to the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Holman. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of it.
Finding some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Wyoming. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He'll pitch it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Dropping back, it's Sims. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Makes the grab right along the back. The keeper on the option. At the 35, there's a crease. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Scoop and... So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Gives it on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. To throw, it's Sims. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. A one-sided game like this one, and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, Don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Between the... Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to